Hey, what's up? No one here. Good. Of course not. I guess while I'm at it, where's my phone? There it is. My headphones. I'm gonna be listening to some ASMR while I
Good work. If
play.
you feel like it, you can now redecorate a bit.
Microphone is plugged in, yeah? Yeah, it is. It is. It lives. Oop, sorry. Excuse me. Pursue the pilot. Hang on a second. Never mind. Ah, I'm close to wrapping things up. Maybe I'll try New York as the final showdown. To Whittleton Creek.
Welcome to Whittleton Creek. We have been informed that the Syndicate is currently in operation here, but you know what to do. But this is not going to be easy. Previous actions have put them on high alert, so you need to be tactical. Godspeed, 47.
There's gonna be some loud gunfire. Oh, should have brought the poison.
Command! Command! There? Wilson. Come in, command! Sir!
Aha!
What do you think you're doing here?
The VIP is down. The VIP is down.
Yeah, I got nothing here either, sir.
Man down! Man down! Shit! Get out of here! Now! Move! Move!
Okay, I got it. Come on, you copy? I think
Over there! Watch your mouth!
Bee boo bee boo bee boo bee boo bee boo wee woo.
Can't see him! I can't see him! Can anyone see him?
Ah, my eyes.
Where the hell?
All right, time to get out.
Hey, you all right? Talk to me.
Not good.
What's going on here?
Are we
What
in
happened?
danger?
Everybody's all in confusion.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate.
Oh!
Member eliminated. Well done, 47.
Where's the other two? Oh, of course.
Was that command? Okay, you're clear.
No, that's an apple.
You grabbed a pack of smokes that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
No, man. I'm trying to stop.
Ah, well. You know, I think someone in there is trying
Four.
to steal the old geezer.
I can't hear it, but I'm gonna assume the alarm is still off. Bee boo, bee boo, bee boo. Aha! Aha!
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the Syndicate.
This is a restricted area. No, no, no.
Aha!
Head up the package. We're in.
Die!
This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate. You should get back to the safe house. I'll contact you later.
Using an old man to be a human shield. It's terrible. Should be the other way around. Well, sir, I shall protect you. But in this case, or in his case, sir, use yourself as a meat shield. I can't die. If I die, who's gonna protect you?
Most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting.
And out.
Good work back there. The Syndicate took a serious blow. But there is still
Hang
much
on a
work to
second.
get done. Recuperate and prepare for your next assignment.
Whoops, that's not the right one. There we go. All right, time for the finale. The
Now
finale.
track down the syndicate leader's location. I've provided you with new intel.
All right, let's see. Black hair, hat, business. Kind of wonder if this thing works on locked doors, the ones with the key cards.
Welcome to New York. Good work, 47. We finally tracked down the syndicate leader's whereabouts. However, we do not know
Hang on a
the
second.
exact identity of the target, so you'll have to do some recon. As to why they are here, well, we know this.
Give me
They
a
are
moment.
here to attack. From dehydration. And
All right,
they
there we
smell.
go.
I'm
Also,
sorry.
was that a fade effect?
You know what to do, 47.
When did I put a fade effect on this? Weird. I don't recall.
Needing a cafe or something?
No.
Let me know when he comes out.
Hi there.
No.
Exciting. A break-in? I never thought I'd see that happen.
Keep your voice down, man. Perez catches us talking about this, we're toast.
And they say screwdrivers can't be lethal. Aha!
Hey, what's your problem? You can't just swing at people like that. Yeah, I was asking around. Vulture
Aha! Wait, hang on a second. This is not my briefcase. Why do I even have it? Didn't I? No. No, I didn't bring a big gun with me.
That is so clever. I love
Let me try this device, see if it works. Nope. Okay, but I think I see. I see.
It's just stupid hot down here today. Who the hell decides to put an AC unit in a basement garage?
Someone who doesn't work here anymore. I hope.
My dad came, but I...
Oh, that's a lookout. Extract the bodies out of here. Into one room.
Wouldn't turn on the TV and watch the baseball game.
Ah! Oh! Into the dumpster you go. I think I saw a bruise on his head. Her license plates are the same. Alright, no. Nope. No lookout. Take out. Dead. And there's another one, of course. There's a whole bunch of them.
I'm really sorry, but we've had to section off this area for now. Head of security suspects an asshole.
Besides, I think you want to
Heads up.
Help! Oh, please! Someone help me!
Triple KO. Ooh. Hopefully nobody sees that. Or then again. There we go. Not too noticeable, I hope. Surprise! They'll never suspect me if I'm the IT worker. Let's go check on the others. Excuse me.
Director's office. I feel like giving that bit. Hey. Don't you dare!
Less eyes on the scene. Excuse me. Gotta watch out for the lookout. Alright, it's neither of these people. I just saw them do their tells.
Good here. I think the rest of us get down to the first floor. But I'll still check.
Ha! No cocaine for you.
Excuse me?
Nani? Is that the lookout? Yeah, it is.
Moving in to investigate.
And you are out, Grandpa. How many lookouts are there? Where's that other poison? I got way too many stuff. Alright, well, you're not the one.
Safe, sir.
Ha! Die. Not the man I'm looking for, but I need to see what kind of phone he had. Nope, it's not her either. Who haven't I checked? Who else haven't I checked? A push. There she is. Where's my epic SMG? No, I should just use this. Run, everybody!
You should get back to the safe house. I'll contact you later.
As for me, I got a pile of bodies to take care of. Oh, actually, before that.
Well, at least it's not as bad as that
I need the keys for the van.
Time, but as far as we can tell,
there's nothing unusual. I'm not really investigating finer points.
And now... Done. Oh, Jesus.
Command, you there?
Where did you guys come from? Were they escorting the suspect? Or the non-suspects? I didn't think they would come down here. Oh, that would have been bad. If I was facing the wrong way.
Good work, 47. You've managed to complete the campaign. However, more syndicates are starting up.
Hey, Ratchet, what's up?
So take a break. You've earned it. Collect yourself, and then your next assignment.
Right, that's that. And another go. Not that many good places. It's been a while since you streamed on YouTube. Yeah, I decided to once again come back here crawling. Although, for personal reasons. Lately, Twitch has been, well, let's say, political. Where it doesn't feel like a good streaming platform for games anymore. At least, personally. So here I am, again. And even here still, YouTube has a slight delay compared to Twitch, but it's fine. Hey, at least the only thing that isn't delayed this time around is the microphone pickup. Where am I going? Oh, Mendoza. I was actually at first thinking about creating another YouTube channel, but then there were a couple of obstacles in the way that somehow prevented me from doing so. Then I had to find alternatives to get one of my current channels to let me rephrase that. I wanted to start using one of my current YouTube channels that I have and turn that into a streaming channel. However, YouTube has a funny what's the word? Well, a funny requirement for channels before they in order for them to stream. A prerequisite? No. What's so hard? It's requests. Yeah, YouTube for channels new and returning. Yeah, if you wanted to stream, you have to send in a request to YouTube, and so I did. And it's funny how there are so many variety ways to do a request in order to stream on your channel. It sounded a little complex, but one of the simple method was, what was it? Oh yeah, just actually I already forgot what the request was, but after that I had to wait 24 hours before I'm able to stream, and then yeah, the job. I mean, 24 hours later, I was like, okay, I'm set, or at least almost set, because the other thing I had to do was profile picture, channel banner, and then a little setup, and that's it. I didn't have to go too far, like I'm taking it too seriously. But if anything, if I want to, yeah, I probably go the extra mile. Anyways, what a weekend we had, didn't we?
Didn't people used to hide relics and treasure?
Oh. I'll share my thoughts about the stuff that was shown, stuff that has happened over the weekend.
Try to get inside that safe back there?
Of course, I'm human.
And
I don't have anything blunt, do I? No, I have one thing blunt.
Not yet. I bet it's something cool though.
I will say though, honestly, I will say on a personal level, Sony State of Play knocked it out of the park. Out of all the directs, presentations, I say Sony did a good job.
I don't know.
For once in their life, they actually got something
Like how? All my clients.
done worthwhile. Especially that one title that I'll talk about for sure. Oh shoot. Da, 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 da. Watch out, friend.
Juanita, can you people fucking hear me? Someone is taking people down for real.
Syndicate member released. Done. 47.
All right, I'm out of here.
Return to the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
One target, one easy job.
Mr. Yates? It's Aaron, sir, from the firm. I came as
Excuse me.
Yes, sir, I have a file.
Now I kind of wonder if Nintendo will actually have anything to this month. They just launched their new console, and then what's next? I wonder if there's if they're gonna even have a direct this month. Made some good progress with ZZZ, but I'll tell you after the whole Summer Game Fest. How long is Summer Game Fest? I thought it was finished. No? Or is it still going somehow? Like there's like some other events happening within it. Anyways, still going. Ah, okay. Oh, it actually makes sense because they have. I'm sure they have like a convention building that they're using for hands-on demos and such. Thank you, Jeff Keeley. All right, so hang on a sec. I was listening to some ASMR while I was streaming. Okay, so let me share my opinions. But before I do that, let me just do a little quickie here. Actually, while I'm doing this. So yeah, the whole show pretty much. Wow, a lot of great games, game reveals, trailers, some disappointments, some pretty obvious, and some surprises. So starting off with State of Play, since that one was the first that aired firstly before everything else. Whatchamacallit. So I'm gonna just kind of like go by memory from what I remember. And the first thing, of course, is Arc System Work and Marvel Games' game. The game that, yeah, that caught a lot of people by surprise. Not just fighting game fans, but even some regular gamers, because I'm sure those gamers are familiar with MVC at this point. But yeah, Marvel Tokon, what was it? Fighting Souls. I did not press a button. And it's amazing to think that the idea, the proposal was pitched by Sony PlayStation Studios. And yeah, to think that once again, like I said earlier, Sony actually making a smart move. But I think it was pretty much... Oh, that's what he's picking up. I think it was pretty much more or less of a hint, wasn't it? Because before that final reveal, they did reveal a fight stick. Interestingly, a dedicated PS5 fight stick. Although, yeah, that was kind of like a tease. Now that we think about it as an afterthought. But yeah, I kept watching that trailer. I was watching that little documentary as the follow-up documentary. And yeah, again, Sony making a smart move, and yeah, Arc getting approached to do a Marvel fighting game. I will say right off the bat, just being straightforward, yeah, it's very surprising that, yeah, not Capcom whatsoever. I mean, to be fair, Capcom was probably busy with cleaning up their own messes, and you know, they're still getting back on their feet after, well, pretty much MVCI. I'm sure Marvel Games doesn't want to, you know, make that same mistake they did. And it's truly a smart move on Marvel's side, where they basically told Arc System Works, hey, even though this is a Marvel fighting game, our property, we want you to make the game your way. Especially the character designs. Like, don't just appeal to us because it's Marvel, the West. We just do it in your way, your style, Arc System Works style. And what we got was some fascinating designs. Especially Iron Man, he pretty much stands out the most. Spider-Man, if you notice, he has his little wrist web shooter, which is actually a homage to the Japanese Emissary of Hell, Spider-Man. So it should be safe to assume Japanese Spider-Man of that dimension has evolved. And yeah, being it a 4 versus 4 fighting game. I mean, I remember Maximilian Dude said in his video, fighting games have to evolve. and there hasn't been much of an evolution for fighting games. Like, no developer has tried to make something fresh, new, or take something that already exists, or something that has been ongoing, like in this case, tag team. But we've seen a lot of tag teams like 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3. But there's never been a 4 versus 4s. And yeah, if you think about it, on paper, that sounds stupid. But somehow Arc System Works found a way to make it work. It hurts to me that Sony... Yeah, that's the stinger. Hopefully it's just a time exclusive thing. Because here's the thing. That's like another thing to point out. So in that documentary, after the trailer, they said Sony is doing this because they want to push the FGC scene in the forefront, which means they're trying to get that level of hype back up again. Even though, yeah, technically, and you know, Evo is owned by Sony, and don't get me wrong, Evo has always been hyped every year, but it's time for a new game, for the new scenery. Again, we've seen a lot of, when it comes to tag teams, we've seen 2v2, 3v3s. So now let's try. Arc System Works thought, okay, let's try something crazy for the FGC, for the fighting game, esports, whatever, for even for casuals. Let's make 4 versus 4v4, go crazy with it. So hopefully it'll just be time exclusive, because if Sony wants to really push this as the evolution for the fighting game scene, for casuals and esports and all that sort, you might as well also support the game on other consoles, you know. At the very least, yeah, it's on PC as well, so there's that. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of mods now that we know that there's going to be a PC port. So yeah, hopefully it'll go multi-platform. If anything, hey, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 16, finally they're coming to Xbox. Although I find it funny that 16 is out now, whereas 7 is until, what, winter this year? After, like, that so-called one-year contract. Yeah, I don't know, that's kind of sus right there. But yeah. Knowing the fact that it's going to be 4 versus 4, surely they're going to add in a whole bunch of characters, because that's the most pinnacle thing about tag teams. In this case, yeah, it's not 2 versus 2. It's not even 3 versus 3. With 4, you're going to have to go beyond 50 plus characters. And considering that it's just Marvel, get ready to start seeing tons of characters. Maybe even ones that you probably never heard of. I mean, we all know Ghost Rider, but apparently that Ghost Rider is not the one that we know, the one that mostly drives a motorcycle. Apparently that's the one that from the recent Marvel Comics, what's his name? Robbie Ray. So, hey, that's good to see, like, some modern takes. And then you have Miss Marvel. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got to see Miles Morales or Spider-Gwen. Who else is new? In terms of, like, recent Marvel characters. But if we're talking about classics, no doubt we're gonna see a couple of X-Men characters. Magneto, Wolverine. You can't have a Marvel game without Wolverine, so I'm sure they're gonna put him in there. It's just funny that they did not have him in the trailer. But I think there was a good reason. I think it was intentional, because Arc System Works knows MVC3. Why do you think they picked Storm? Storm has been the Wazzler's favorite. and then you have Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom being the main. We need the Fantastic Four. It would definitely make sense. They already have Doctor Doom right off the bat, and it's 4 versus 4. You gotta bring in the Fantastic Four. This would still be a challenge though, because say if you have the Hulk, because I'm sure they're gonna bring in Hulk. They're gonna bring in the Avengers for sure, and hope you know what not just Fantastic Four. I know is like an obvious pick, but there's been a couple of Marvel games, especially MVCI, that never had the Guardians of the Galaxy all together. The only one game that was able to do that in a way was Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, even though Rocket and Groot are 2-in-1 character. But I don't think anybody has ever noticed that. MVCI, you only had Rocket and Groot, but Groot was more like Rocket's tag team, personal tag team, and then Gamora, but that was it. Marvel Rivals, it's just Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, but that's it. Where's Drax? Where's Gamora? And now with Marvel Fighting Souls, it's just Star-Lord. Surely they're gonna bring in Gamora. It makes sense. Rocket, because you gotta have that one character that is the shortest of the bunch. Groot, Drax, for sure. They gotta get in, as much as the entire Fantastic Four. But yeah, but speaking of Fantastic Four, back to the subject, what I was gonna get to. Fantastic Four does have Mr. Fantastic and the Thing, and we already have characters in respects, that mirrors them. Brain Drax, he's missing out. He's missing out entirely. He's only been in one Marvel game. And yeah, Ultimate Alliance only came out like what, 2019? Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, the Thing and Mr. Fantastic, we already have. There's already 2 characters that kind of mirrors them. Miss Marvel and Hulk. So that more or less could be a problem. Maybe. And then you have to think about what's her face? Invisible Woman. I have never seen Invisible Woman, physically fight. She just mostly uses like force powers, telekinesis. This would be the case of like Shoto characters, right? Like how back in the day we had like, well, even in today we have Ryu, Ken, and Akuma. I mean, at least in Street Fighter 6, yes, they are more or less now played differently. And that's something that Arc System Works should definitely find a way to make 2 characters play differently, despite having like similar superpowers in this case. Again, Mr. Fantastic, Miss Marvel, they have stretchy limbs. The Thing and the Hulk are big, bulky characters, big muscles, but you got to find a way to make them different, play differently. So that's definitely going to be a challenge for them. They can shower a bunch of characters, but people also have to remember, as much as we want the Fantastic Four in there, there's going to be some compromise. And if those characters don't show up over the sake of like making sure, let's say Hulk over the Thing, people have to understand why. Or, I mean, even in the comics, how different are they? Aside of the Thing made of rocks and Hulk using gamma ability, and both of them just basically use super strength. Anyways, well, I guess the same could be said about Spider-Man with Gwen and Miles Morales. How do you make them different? Venom, no doubt. He's already far different than Spider-Man, so no need to worry about Venom. Who else is there? Who else could they bring in? Thor? Okay, yeah. I mean, I already did say everybody within the Avengers. Ant-Man? Okay, I don't know about Ant-Man. That might be a bit challenging. I mean, you can call Rocket the shortest fighter, but if Ant-Man were to be in a fighting game, nah, man, he'd be the smallest. Wasp? I mean, she would be a flight character. But I don't see why not. I mean, if you're not gonna put in Ant-Man, at least have a character that represents him. And plus, the Wasp pretty much is part of the Avengers, is she not? Especially when you think back on that cartoon show. What was it called? Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Yeah. It'd be funny if they put in Thanos, but yeah. Plus, there's also the story. So that's like another stigma with fighting games. So, you know, so MVCI, you could argue that Disney had something to do with it, but people are arguing that Marvel, Capcom was the one responsible for the character choices. But here's like another thing. It's always the story. When a fighting game has a dedicated story mode, sometimes the story alone takes effect on which characters are going to be included. Especially like Mortal Kombat, like how Mortal Kombat does its best to, for each chapter you play as pretty much most of the character rosters, right? But then it makes you wonder, where's Ermac? Oh, Ermac is dead. We find out in the crypt. He's not in the story. Or in the story, they'll throw some kind of like excuse and say, "Oh, this character was dead off screen, so that's why this character is not in the fighting game." But then they do end up show up in DLC. So that's like another thing that people should get ready to get a gut punch the face of the reality. It's temporary, but if your favorite character is not on the base roster and it's due to the story, well, you can blame the developers to even add in a story mode. But like I said, at the very least, there is DLC. So no doubt, I'm sure Arc System Works is going to be implementing DLC characters in the future. Because if they're going to continue to support the game by the time it comes out next year, besides balance patches, in order to keep the game alive, you got to put in new content, new characters. New characters means the game gets to keep going. Plus, new characters also means new metas, new team-ups, nerfs and buffs with the base characters, so some people will start changing up teams, making and updating their tier list and such. But yeah, you pretty much know how it goes with DLC. DLC keeps the game alive. Especially the fact that, and that's a fact considering that MK1 just finished their DLC, with now that they just announced their complete edition, which is what I've heard sad. Like, that's it after 2 seasons. But to be fair, at least MK1 had 2 seasons, and 11 only had like what, 1 season, and that's it. 1 year of support. That's just as bad as Dead or Alive 6. Anyways, so yeah, I am very much looking forward to seeing from here on out. As Arc System Works said, they're going to showcase new characters before release. So in the coming months, we're going to see new characters, new content. And hopefully, before release, we're going to get the usual closed betas, open betas, you know, what do you call those? Yeah, beta test, online stress test. Because Arc System Works knows what they're doing. They've done this many times. They did it with Guilty Gear, Grand Blue, and they use those beta tests to get feedback, to see what needs to be changed, what needs to be updated, who needs a nerf, who needs a buff, and is the rollback netcode, you know, working? They have the rollback now that they know the tech, but you know, it's 4 versus 4 here, so they need to see if the rollback runs smoothly when 8 characters are on screen. But yeah, you know, surely we're gonna have that just before release. And who knows, maybe Arc System Work will be at EVO this year, and then, yeah, you know, showcase characters and such, if they have anything ready yet. Don't have high expectations, because again, just like any game developer, just like Summer Game Fest, if the game that you thought was gonna show up, but it doesn't, but it's not there, it just means that devs weren't ready to show anything. You got to give them time. Just like Nintendo, we don't know if they're doing a direct. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, who knows. Maybe they have nothing to show because Switch 2 just came out. What else? We got so yeah, moving on, we got a release date for Silent Hill F, September. I can't wait for that. It looks pretty good. And oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Creepy monsters. And the fog. The steel pipe. Everyone's favorite melee weapon. And we also got a good look at the gameplay for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. And it looks pretty good. Konami on their way once again to their redemption arc. After many years of neglecting their audience. All they ever did was make pachinko slot machines using their IPs. Exclusively in Japan. Yeah, totally. Like, that's totally what we wanted. But yeah. Can't wait for that. What else was there? I wish I could share my opinions, but when my mind was fresh from all the reveals, but it's been a couple of days, and I kind of already forgot what what was revealed. So I'm just gonna look at the PlayStation channel, see what's they have. What did they show? Or you know what? I don't have to go in. I'm not going in any specific order. The other thing that was revealed for the Xbox showcase was Ninja Gaiden 4, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Ninja Gaiden 4, we got a release date, so that's good. And as for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, we also have a release date for that. Plus, there is now currently a demo you can try out on Steam, because right now Steam is doing their annual Steam Next Fest, where you can try out a bunch of demos before the game even comes out this year or even next year. So for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, yes, you can try the demo out today. You better do it now before they delist it. I've already tried out the demo actually a couple of hours ago, and yeah, I mean, I've never played Blasphemous, but I have seen plenty of 2D pixel platformer games, similar style like Ninja Gaiden, and yeah, gorgeous pixel art. The gameplay is smooth. I love it, and I look forward to the release date which is July 31st, I believe. Oh yeah, Neo 3. Neo 3 had a demo. A reveal and demo. So, of course, if you know me, yes, I was pretty excited for the next chapter and what could be the final grand finale of the trilogy of the Neo series. And it's funny how it's been a while actually since Neo 2 came out, so I think the timing is just right. And to think that Team Ninja, while they are making Neo, they also have Ninja Gaiden 4. Although to be fair, don't forget Ninja Gaiden 4 is being co-developed by Platinum Games. So I guess Team Ninja is able to juggle between two games. Or, you know, they have their teams are divided to the Neo team and the Ninja Gaiden team. Yes, there is an alpha demo, and yes, I tried it. It is fun, and yeah, I remember a long time ago some people were predicting that Neo 3 was going to be open world, and yeah, to no surprise, yes, it is open world. Should it surprise anybody? No. I mean, look at Elden Ring. I mean, look at From Software. After Dark Souls, Demon Soul remake, and everything else, you know, they thought, okay, let's make our game open world. So you can imagine from Team Ninja's perspective, it's like, how do we compete that? Oh, you know, let's make our game open world. And yeah, and to all the kiddies out there, no, it's not called copycats or gimmicks or mimicking. Although I guess you could bring up that meme, that invincible meme or whatever. How did it go? Look how they're mimicking a fraction of our power. That's From Software to Team Ninja. But no, for the open world, it works pretty well actually. It is a little daunting because Neo 1 and 2 has always been like stage based oriented, where you just go through the map, select the stage, and then yeah, go through stage. So it has a funny way of setting up its side quest, main quest, and all that. But yeah, again, it works. And then the new gameplay style is that you can now switch between samurai and ninja style, which definitely sounds akin to Ghost of Tsushima. I never played Ghost of Tsushima, but I do recall of that game's playstyle like that. For Neo, there will be another time where I'll showcase it myself, and I got to do it before June 18 because June 18 is when the alpha demo will close down and get delisted. So I got to do that. But yeah, I enjoy my time, and of course it's an alpha. There are some bugs here and there, but it's very functional. It kind of takes me back when Neo 1 was when it had its alpha demo, and yeah, that alpha demo of Neo 1, that's the definition of a real stress test. When Team Ninja tried to again mimic From Software's power on the whole Souls genre. So there is a little bonus that you do receive at the end of the demo when you complete it. Save data that you can use in the final game, which is gonna take a while. So got to keep that save data. It's not like a not a big reward, but it's kind of like one of those deluxe editions, you know, where they give you a little boost or something, maybe like a little armor set. And when there's an alpha, there's definitely going to be a beta demo. So Team Ninja will continue to drop demos, get some feedback, because they're currently now doing surveys on people who tried out the demo, see what needs to be improved and such. And game industries of today should be doing that constantly. That is how you polish your game. I remember when Neo 1 came out, I was there for the alpha beta, the alpha, the beta, and the second beta. I shared my feedback when the final game came out. Yeah, it was clean. Not 100% for sure, but it's like that's how you polish your game. You listen to your fans. Something that I think Ubisoft should do. Am I right? But they're too stubborn. Anyways, what else was there? Gears of War Reloaded. So yeah, it's a remake, not a remaster. We technically already had a remaster of the first Gears of War. I think I forgot what it was called, but apparently people did not like the remaster version because that game, despite being running on the next gen console, it was running 30 frames on the campaign, yet 60 and higher in the multiplayer. But now, if you look back on the trailer, now they're saying in this remake, yeah, look, the campaign will be 60 and the multiplayer will now be 120 frames higher. And I have a feeling that Epic Games is going to remake pretty much the entire trilogy, while E-Day is still in development. Because I don't think they're going to just stop with remaking the first game. You start from there, you got to keep going, you know. And yeah, I know this is where it becomes confusing to the point it's like, why even have an Xbox when Gears of War is now going to be on PC and PlayStation? They even advertised in the trailer the franchise is going multi-platform with cross-play. Now I don't know who got that who made that approval, Epic Games or Microsoft, I don't know. But I guess sharing is caring, right, Sony? You got to do your part as well with Marvel Token. But yeah, I do kind of look forward to it because when I saw that trailer, it took me back, man. It took me back from a long time ago when my cousin got his 360. I never owned the 360 that time. My cousin and I were like playing Gears of War from start to finish. It was a blast. I actually do own Gears of War 1, the 360 version, not the remastered. Because yeah, you're better off playing that instead of the remastered. The original is more better. And yeah, I was like, damn, I remember this game is so dark. Like dark as in like the brightness. And how very bro-y and edgy it was back then. It's like Epic Games just made it such a manly game. And then what else did we get? Resident Evil Requiem. I guess they couldn't put the number or even the Roman number 9 in there. They just put Requiem. I even had to look up the definition of Requiem, and I thought, oh yeah, that totally fits with the game, the title, because we're going back to Raccoon City? Is this what the remakes have been building up to? Because that's like one thing that I personally thought of. Like, notice how if you look back on the trailer, when the scene shows the Raccoon City police department, it's using the same design from the remake, RE2 and 3 remake. So yeah, I'm thinking the remake wasn't just, I mean, yeah, maybe at first it was just like a remake just for the fans. But I think now it kind of makes sense why the remakes were made. It's not only a retelling of the story, because in the remakes Capcom also added in some extra filler to add in more lore backstories, like, you know, RE4 for example. Like the way how they changed Luis's character, not like change, but like they put him in more scenes than they did in the original. In the original, you only got to know that Luis worked for Umbrella by reading those documents. Leon in the original, Leon never asks Hunnigan who is Luis or whatever. That was in the remake. So again, they added in some extra flair, some extra lore in there. And now that we look at the name, the trailer for Resident Evil Requiem, based on the definition I had to look up, I think they're going for, this is just a prediction here, I think Requiem is going to be a Resident Evil reunion. I think we're going to see Chris, Leon, Claire, hopefully Claire, because she needs to be in more Resident Evil games. And imagine Jake being in there. We'll probably see Rose as well. But I think for now the game wants us to focus on the new character. What's her name? Grace. And apparently how her parents, her family was killed in one of those in a case that she's going to be tackling. But I do wonder. I mean, of course, yes. It's one of those trailers that leaves you hanging for questions, because we do see zombies. But how can there be zombies? What kind of virus is it this time? It can't be the mold. It could be the mold, because this is another trilogy, 7, 8, and now 9. So the molds definitely should still be a theme, right? Especially what's her face, Rose. Still, I guess technically, she works for somebody, like Chris is keeping tabs on her or something like that. I do remember the Shadow of Rose DLC ending. What else? I mean, and it's been a while since we last seen Leon in terms of mainline games after 7 and 8. But if the remake has anything to go by, I'm sure we're going to see him again. She's the daughter of Alice Ashcroft. Oh, right, Ashcroft, right. I couldn't remember her last name from Outbreak. Yeah, because I never played Outbreak, but after the trailer I was kind of like having vague memories of seeing playthroughs, speed runs, and I'm like, Ashcroft. Why does that sound familiar? But that's pretty crazy that Capcom actually references one of their most underrated title, overshadowed game, Outbreak. They might as well remake Outbreak while they're at it, right? Along with Code Veronica. So yeah, that's gonna be, again, I guess that's why they went with the definition of Requiem. What is it again? What does the definitions mean? Requiem. A mass for the repose of the souls of the dead. What does repose mean? Repose, a state of rest, sleep, or tranquility. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the fact that we get a scene of what's left of Raccoon City, the souls of the dead. How many people have died to the explosion and the raccoon and the T virus, T and G. Although it'll be surprising if there's even any life still there, what's left of Raccoon City, with the return of zombies. It'll be, I think, I'm sure, without a shadow of a doubt, Leon will be there. After all, after all, that's pretty much where Leon Leon's biohazard journey all started. I'm sure he's gonna have to open up some old wounds and scars if he's gonna have to be if he has to go back for whatever reason. Maybe there's some G virus left behind there. Who knows? Maybe just buried or fossilized. Imagine that. And then maybe some leftover bones of William Birkin and Mr. X. Maybe Mr. X's jacket and hat is still there. Somehow. Wouldn't that be crazy? Or maybe the rocket launcher that Ada gave him. But yeah, so many questions, so many predictions, but we're gonna see down the road. But for sure, I guess... No, you know what? I was gonna say it's gonna be first person, but then I remember 8 did include third person mode. So maybe I have a feeling Requiem's gonna have both options for players, whether you want to play the entire game in first person or first or third person, or maybe some segments for some characters it'll be first person and others will be third. Like what's her name? Like Grace will be first person and then Leon will be third person. Hey, if Chris is there, we get to see Chris in third person and start punching every zombie. It's been too long since we last seen Chris do that in third person. We seen him do it in first person in RE8. But yeah, we gotta get the full view, along with Leon suplexing. But rest assured, it's not a Leon Resident Evil game without him making some puns and jokes on the side, even when everything is all, you know, depressing and dark, and when everyone's life is on the line. Anyways, what else was there? Requiem. Oh, apparently, if you remember Marvel Cosmic Invasion, that beat 'em up game, they just revealed 2 characters that will be in the roster. Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk. Yeah, I know. A little surprising there. Rocket in a beat 'em up? She-Hulk? Hey, I welcome it. But I guess this kind of means that Hulk himself might not be in it. Which I don't mind. I mean, if at least we have a Hulk character. Apparently Bandai Namco is releasing Code Vein. Oh boy. When did the first Code Vein even come out? I don't know. At this point, I want to say 8 years ago. 10? I don't know. It's funny how they're suddenly decided to make a second game out of nowhere, despite having Elden Ring under their belt. Because yeah, don't forget, Bandai Namco does publish Elden Ring, and now they have, like, Bandai Namco has their own Souls game here, Code Vein 2, where it's Souls, but it's anime. Sure, why not? I haven't even finished the first game. What else was there? Oh yes, Street Fighter 6 Season 3. Oh boy. Oh boy, I wonder if it was really worth getting the Year 1-2 collection bundle at this point, because, well, I mean, it's not a bad thing really if you're picking up Street Fighter 6. Like if you just recently picked it up and then this got slapped right at your face. Code Vein came out in 2019. Really? I feel like it was a long time ago, but okay. No, that still feels a long time. 6 years. I just hope that they increase the game speed, because Code Vein 1 was slow as fudge. I mean, I guess Bandai Namco took notes from from the From Software and thought, hey, people love slow in Dark Souls, so let's make our game slow. Come on, man, they gotta make it fast. But regardless, at least we got a second game. And yeah, another Souls game. Oh, it comes out next year. Never mind. It's gonna be a while. Anyways, yeah, back to Street Fighter 6. So, Street Fighter 6, Year 3, Season 3. We got Sagat, Ingrid, Sea Viper, and Alex. I don't understand the hate for Ingrid. If I recall, she's only been in like 2 or 3 Capcom fighting games. Sagat, I had a feeling Sagat was gonna come back. Alex, didn't he show up in the in Street Fighter 5 as a DLC? I swear he might have. And then fan favorite since 4, Sea Viper. It's good to see Sea Viper back again. It would have been bad if she missed out, like, after like 2 mainline games, you know. Ah, yes. Then there's Alex was in Street Fighter 5 DLC. Ah, okay. Yeah, I figured. We also got another new trailer for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And after the trailer, I am now beginning to question why they even put the... Okay, no, at first I was questioning why they even bother calling it Sonic Racing when suddenly... Guest characters from other Sega games. Okay. And yeah, don't forget, Persona is owned by Sega. Sega owns Italis, so Joker is a Sega character. Okay, so after seeing that new trailer, let me just say this outright, just out of my chest. It's not a big issue. You can ignore this as a complaint, but I understand, but at the same time, I'm kind of like conflicted by the choice of the title. This could have been just another Sega All-Stars Racing. But, I mean, heck, the game has the same aesthetics as All-Stars Racing, more or less. And now with the Sega guest characters, they even put Hatsune Miku, by the way. Yeah, I know, my fan favorite. But at that point, yeah, the game still could have sold well if they reused the name Sega All Stars, but they didn't. They just put Sonic Racing because it's Sonic. I mean, especially in today's marketing and for the kids out there, you know, it's like, do you think the consumers are gonna buy the game if you reuse Racing All-Stars or Sonic? So obviously, if you put in Sonic, you know people are going to recognize the game. Or because the name speaks for itself. It's the branding. And apparently there's going to be more guest characters, more characters down the road. They didn't say just guest characters. Sega said there's going to be more down the road. I think I counted 10. So Hatsune Miku, the guy from Yakuza 7, and Joker, they're free, apparently, and they'll come out on specific months, I believe, as post-launch. I think it's free, and I think they do come out in like a couple of months gaps or something. So yeah, that's just something I want to get out of my chest. I was like thinking, if this is Sonic Racing, why is there other guest characters? But yeah, I get it. It's the branding. You have to sell your game by slapping in a title, a name that pretty much millions will recognize. I guess no different than Mario Kart, right? you slap in something that has Mario on it, Donkey Kong, you're gonna know what it is, and it's gonna sell. That's just how it works. But yeah, I am looking forward to this regardless, because I did like Team Sonic Racing, and of course Sega All Stars Racing Transformed. And yeah, it's always a good time for some racing game, cartoon racing games that isn't just Mario Kart, you know. And besides, they brought back Sonic Racing Cross World brought back the hoverboard. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, where was I? So yeah, no. I'm looking forward to the game, and especially now that we got, well, excuse me, now that we got guest characters on the way, and maybe not. Not just guest characters, but more characters down the road. Whether it's more Sega characters or even more Sonic characters, doesn't matter. Like I said with Marvel Tokon, more characters means more fun. The fun keeps going. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we finally I should say me, just me. For me, we finally got to see the glimpse. I finally got to see the glimpse of what IO Interactive's 007 game was made. Like what it is. Like it's a game with gameplay and all that sort. It's like, okay, finally. I thought IO Interactive silently canceled the game, but when they announced that the 007 game was coming to Switch 2, oh, okay, so it's not canceled. You're still going, but still no gameplay. Until finally, last week, finally we got something. Also, the game will have Season Pass. Really? Okay, then Sega's got big plans for Sonic Racing. Which is good, because that's what Team Sonic Racing was lacking in. Because I felt like it needed DLC, but somehow the game didn't get that much. I mean, Team Sonic Racing was more like a pseudo downgraded sequel to Sonic All-Star Racing, Sega All-Star Racing Transformed. And especially how the idea was all about team racing. Which, if you think about it, does limit the game. I mean, even when you play Team Sonic Racing without the team, it feels kind of dull. And I can confidently say that. Like, when I play Team Sonic Racing and All-Star Racing Transform back to back, I can see how Team Sonic Racing was, like, again, a downgrade. So hopefully this one does. Hopefully Crossworld does not feel that way. I think the team idea was shouldn't have been a priority. That should have been just an optional thing. Because Mario Kart did that. Mario Kart, it was always about single races. But there was a team racing, but that was optional. Anyways, so yeah, the 007 game. Okay, IO Interactive finally showed it what it is. We got a new James Bond. And, wow. I was like, this is what Hitman would look like if it was full-on action. They also have another game coming out called Mind's Eye or something like that. But that's part of like another division by IO. But yeah, good to see. And I swear to God, the British lady that was talking in the trailer, I'm pretty sure that might be the same voice actress as the character here in Hitman. I mean, she is talented. I do like her voice. What else we have? Oh yes, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. The last time I saw a Mortal Kombat collection was the one that only had Mortal Kombat 1 and 3. And then there was the Midway collection back then. But this one, apparently this one's gonna have a bunch of Mortal Kombat games. It showed 1, 2, 3, 3 Ultimate, and 4. But on the bottom it says, and more. So we're gonna... yeah, we already know they're going to include the Game Boy adaptions, the Sega Genesis adaptation, maybe the Super Nintendo version where the blood is removed, replaced with sweat. Oh, but imagine if they brought back from that in that Legacy collection, Shaolin monks. I mean, I don't want to give anybody hope there, because this is Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. This is about the 2D games. Shaolin Monks was more of a spin-off. But, I'm sure people would dream of that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm sure maybe they'll even bring in like the PSP titles like Deception. It'll be crazier if they put in Armageddon. The Mortal Kombat game that was like Smash Brothers Ultimate before Smash Brothers Ultimate. But yeah, it's coming out this year. Although I honestly don't see myself playing it, because the last time I played Mortal Kombat 2, even when I set the CPUs to 1-star easy mode, they were still kicking my ass. I couldn't even get past stage 1. They were doing crazy combos. And there was no move list. So, yeah, I hope... hopefully they kind of fixed that. What else did we have? There's a Stellar Blade demo for PC users, of course. Oh yeah, and of course, yeah, the Stellar Blade DLC and the PC port is coming out this week. I am very much looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll have time to stream that. Because in case nobody has seen it, yeah, Shift Up did showcase what the DLC will contain. Starting off with how there's going to be a minigame mode where you can play just like the game Nikkei, because that's pretty much the focus of the DLC. So I'm sure many of you by now have already seen the gameplay of Nikkei, right? Like a cover-based shooter. Kind of reminds me of like Time Crisis or something like that. But yeah, if you've seen the gameplay, or hell, if you even played it, well, now you get to play exactly that, but now in Stellar Blade. Unfortunately, only one character. Tons of costumes, of course, so I look forward to the variety. Although, if the Nier Automata DLC has anything to go by, I'm sure the costumes are not just going to be given to you right away. You gotta work for it. Treat it like an unlockable. But I'm sure it's gonna be passive. Or better yet, you can always look up a guide if you can't find whatever, if it's like a collectathon to get the costumes. Plus, we got 2 new bosses. The samurai dude who wants to test your abilities, and one of the characters from Nikkei who is considered the unbeatable, the undefeated. I don't know, I forgot what her name is, but it's funny how the character originated from anime design, and now it's like, what would she look like if she was in RTX form? But yeah, I am very much looking forward to it. And I'm probably going to get my ass beaten. But that's okay. Trial and error. If anything, I could just switch to easy mode. if I'm desperate to get the costumes. But for sure, I will definitely go up for the challenge on hard mode. I've already beaten one of the hardest bosses on the hard mode after like 50 plus tries. I can do it again if I must. Anyways, what else was there? Oh, of course, we got another Call of Duty. And it's Black Ops 7. Whoopee. But hey, at least we got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. So at least Activision, you know, isn't half-assed. Still, would have been nice to have another Crash or Spyro game over Black Ops 7. I'm sorry for anybody who liked Call of Duty, but you guys are still playing the same game every year, man. I mean, sure, no different than Mario and me with Dynasty Warriors games, but I feel like Call of Duty hasn't gotten any better. But then again, that's coming from me, who hasn't played a Call of Duty game since Advanced Warfare. Anyways, what else? What else do we got? Oh, right. The another personal highlight. Bloodstained 2. I am so thrilled that we're finally getting a direct sequel. The ones by Inti Creates, the Curse of the Moon, no, those are its own series, its own kind of like universe. This one is, well, yeah, direct sequel to the Bloodstained that you know. Oh, when I saw the game, I was like, oh, finally you guys are working on... Igarashi is finally making a sequel. And yeah, it looks like a high budget game. And you have to remember, the first game, yeah, it looks great, but you have to remember, that game started as a Kickstarter project. I was there from the beginning. I wasn't among the those who backed the project, but I remember the development leading up to its release. I was even there when the game came out, when it was so buggy. Switch owners had to be, you know, their patches came very late. For me, I was playing the PlayStation version. I remember there was tons of bugs, but they were committed, okay? Artplay, Igarashi, and his team never gave up. And I remember there was that one trailer where they shared all of the Steam comments saying how the game looks like shit. And Igarashi basically did his Dracula thing where he threw the wine glass and basically proved everybody wrong, how they can make the game look beautiful. And yeah, that's like another thing I wish game developers would do. Like, show it off and say, we can do better. This is how. And then the trailer just shows the most polished up version of the game. Their polished up work in progress. But yeah, finally. And I couldn't have been more happy and proud of the team that, you know, it's been a long time, yes, but they finally did it. They are making a sequel, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's next year, right? Oops. Bloodstained 2. Why do I have Curse of the Moon 2? No, there's a new one, Google. Oh, right, no, they never put the number 2 in there. But I'm calling it 2. Oh wow, it's already on Steam, like as a wish list. Yeah, it's coming out next year. Oh yeah. Oh, even the cinematics looks so high budget. And the game has now like 2 characters. Or like I'm assuming there's gonna be like some kind of co-op, local co-op, or you could switching characters between the 2. Even the monsters have like high quality designs too. It's gonna be a while, but man, is it gonna be worth it. Your move, Konami. You got Metal Gear and Silent Hill. I wonder who Konami's gonna have. What could they do for the future of their Castlevania? I mean, at least, yeah, they never have forgotten the franchise. There was that Netflix series. But they gotta make a game, eventually. Igarashi is already one step ahead of them. Or two. Alright, what else was there? Unfortunately, honestly, when I was watching the Xbox showcase, I was hoping for even the slightest small update of Halo. Was there Halo? Maybe I might have missed it or forgotten. But another game that I was hoping to see was Halo Wars 3. I guess until next year, we'll see. I mean, I feel like it's long overdue. Halo Wars needs a third game. We need a follow-up to the Spirit of Fire. See what's happening to the crew. Because they're still on the Ark, fighting the Banish, or what's left of them. A stalemate. And I think that's that. That's all of the highlights my brain could recall. Again, I wish my brain was fresh, but like right after the after all those trailers reveals, but yeah, no, that's all I remember. But overall, that was a good showing from everybody. Lots of game reveals, some excitement, some hype. My personal hype, for sure, and I think this goes for pretty much most people. Marvel Token Fighting Souls definitely was like the hypest game reveal throughout the whole show. Or I guess I should say that's just my opinion, but from what I've seen, a lot of based on many YouTube views, yeah, people were just constantly talking about it, calling it Marvel 4, Marvel 4 this, Marvel 4 that. But the realist people would say, nah, man, it's a sequel to Marvel Superhero. When Max brought that up, I was like, oh yeah, that's actually true, because that's the Marvel fighting game that only has Marvel characters, along with X-Men Children of the Atom. Except, you know, that one was just all X-Men.
The Syndicate is currently operating in the area. Find them.
I haven't tried Marvel Superheroes, but might as well try it now. Or not now, at some point. Just to see how that game... What was the Marvel games like before MVC1 began? Also, hold on, there's two people. We have the DJ, somebody at the balcony. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Now, on a personal note, ZZZ, yeah. I haven't started the new storyline just yet. I've been busy grinding and pulling gotchas. Oh, and of course, like Hoyoverse fashionable style, they just did a drip market yesterday. 2 new characters, and yes, they are S rank characters. I already had spent so much of my polychromes, and I'm like, oh god, there's more? And not only just more, but now I'm questioning if I should just skip the next character after the current one. And I might do that because the next character is a stun 5-star character. The little tiger that rides on her spinning ball thing. And I already have... Actually, no, I don't really have a physical... The second new character is a physical stun. The only one that I have currently that comes close to that is Caesar, except she's a defense, not a stun. Oh wait, no, I do have a stun physical. The sexy furry character. And she's a 4-star.
Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
So yeah, maybe I could just skip. I mean, well, that depends really, because by the time before the 5.1, 2.1 update goes live, they're gonna have a special program showcasing those 2 new characters. So yeah, I think they'll be the ones to make me decide whether or not I should pull.
The Syndicate took a
Plus, I forgot that the 2 new characters in the drip reveal, I think they're both physical as well. One physical support, and the other is a physical anomaly. And yes, we already have a 5-star physical anomaly, Jane Doe. So, what's better than having one?
We now have information on the
A second.
Syndicate's current whereabouts.
Although it's funny how Jane Doe and Piper,
I've provided you with new
they're both physical anomalies. Piper is a 4-star, yet in general, physical anomaly characters are so good. Like, they can inflict... What's it called? Yeah, they can inflict assault so easily. Their anomaly buildup is crazy. And the amount of damage that inflicts when you conduct assault... Yeah. Dishes out some good damage. So yeah, as for the newest character that I gotcha'd, so during my gotcha, I did lose 50-50. I got duplicate of Neko, what's her name? What's her full name? Neko Miata. Yeah, a bit of a bummer, but I still had I was almost running out of my polychromes. But yeah, but at the same time, I was close to my second guaranteed. And I was like, okay, that's fine. As long as I had enough. Now I'm back to square one of grinding for more polychromes. But that's fine because... Yeah, there's tons of new events for the 2.1 update. Some minigame events from now until the next month. Story content that also offers polychromes and much more. So, yeah, plenty of polychromes to hand out. What else? Oh yeah, as for the free S-rank S-rank agents, yeah, I already talked about this. Yeah, I got the character that I freely chose, and then I also got they were also handing out a free S-rank W engine of your choice. I chose obviously I chose Soldier 11's personal weapon, so. Or W engine. So yeah, good anniversary gift, especially for new players, because now you can that's a free free pick right there, you know. You get a free character and a free S rank W engine. You won't see that with Genshin. Well, except for the characters. Free weapon? Nah. Just finished season 1, chapter 2. Keep going, my man. The story's just gonna get better and better. It's Hoyoverse quality after all. Brown hair, hat, glasses. Uh-oh, which one of you ladies is the one?
Excuse me, sir. I think that belongs
Oh,
to
but
you.
I can't pacify.
Dear.
So I'm gonna poison both of you. No. It's you!
Congratulations, 47. The leader is eliminated.
Run, lady, run!
Clear message.
That was quick.
Back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
What else? So yeah, again, I didn't get far with the story just yet. Or didn't even start. Oh, whoops, sorry. Force of habit. Do not pacify. Oh well. What else? I did do one of the events, at least. There was a giant mech fight. You don't have to worry about character builds. Instead, the event has you building the mech itself. And you get to freely choose which upgrades you need. And if upgrade doesn't work, you can reset, refund your upgrade upgrade tokens, and you know, trial and error. But at the end of the day, since you're not using your own characters, you're just building your own mech. And it's an event. So yeah, you'll easily get all the polychrome rewards, no problem. Toot sweet, it's freebie, man. Just like playing through the story, the polychromes are up for grabs for free. You just play through it, and that's it. You're rewarded for just playing through it. Just like any other gacha game, yeah, I know. Got Nicole duplicate, Sokaku first time, and a few W engines. Nicole, if I'm not mistaken, she will be your best support when it comes to lower. Excuse me, choking. Nicole is the best support character when it comes to not only just her element, which is ether, but I think her passive ability allows her to reduce defense on enemies. As for Sukaku, her fan support. Well, once you figure out how her playstyle works, she can provide attack buffs to the next character. So I'm sure you may have noticed with Nicole, like you'll see on the bottom right corner where a character icon will flash for assist to automatically tag in. So yeah, for Sukaku, since she's also a support, when she does that, the next character, which should be the character to your right, your next character in the cycle, that character will get a buff. And you'll see like a little icon below their HP. You'll see either a blue or a pink spiral, which is Sukaku's buff. That's how you'll know which character has it. So that being said, if you're going to include Sukaku in your team, make sure you assign her to a slot next to a character that's going to tag in after her. Not before, only after her. So say if you put her in slot 1, put your strongest attack type character in the second slot. If you put her in if you put Sokaku in second slot, then put the attack character in the third. Which I'm assuming your first character will be a stun. Because I'm sure you already know stun characters tend to be the first, because when you stun when you stun an enemy, the character in the stun state receives more damage. So, you know, stun, support, attack. Yeah, that's like a unique thing. How both A and S rank characters have like their own dedicated W engine. So yeah, when you get a W engine, make sure you look into the details, and it'll show you it'll indicate which W engine is catered to that character. Like it's like their own personalized W engine. However, you don't always have to listen to that rule. There can be another A or S rank W engine that could also work for that character. Like, you know, it's not just one. Sometimes there's another W engine that could also work with that other for that one character, for other different effects. So just like Genshin and just like Genshin, just read the description. If it matches with the playstyle of that character, then yes, you can go for that. That could be either your replacement or your secondary choice. Or like if you don't have the personalized character's W engine, that'll be your, I guess, temporary substitute W engine until you get their personalized one. But yeah, so don't think that way in a linear way. Just because a W engine is catered to that character. Sometimes, once again, sorry, I'm repeating again. There's always a second choice, in case. But again, the choice is yours. You either just stick with that, which is fine. It's just like a little tiny advice I'm giving out. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Sniper Bangkok. Okay. I'm packing heat for my vacation.
Safe journey, 47.
Excuse me.
Welcome to Bangkok. Intel tells us that the
As a quick reminder,
currently in the area.
if you want to try out characters, there is a dedicated VR training mode. And no, you don't need a VR headset. No, it's just called that. Something that Genshin should have too, you know. Well, at least there's that one samurai guy who's practically your punching bag. But at least ZZZ has an actual dedicated training mode. You can set up and create your own setup. Have unlimited meter. Make the enemy invincible. Let's see if I can make this shot. Or not. Hang on. Maybe a little higher. Yep. Got him. Oh my god, he's sleeping. Sleeping Beauty. But now he's dead.
47. You've spread fear within the Syndicate.
And you're next.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate.
Wait. No. I probably need... Because I have to go to the back. Can't do Netbreaker. Ah, that's fine.
Over here, over here!
Whoa. Yeah, this is bullshit. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, this is bullshit. What do you mean bullshit? 2 people just died. Are you peeing? Oh, dude. You're at a resort. Just ask for the bathroom. Now that corner's gonna smell.
I'll contact you later.
What's up with you, big guy?
Rude. Well, he got what was coming to him. Mission complete. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I saw a couple of games, Switch 1 games running on Switch 2. So I was right on the mark. A couple of Switch 1 games do have like a sort of like optimization improvement, similar to how you play Xbox One games on Xbox One, Xbox 360 games on the Series XS, where you see faster loading times, stable frame rates. And apparently, from what I saw on YouTube, some of the Warriors games, like Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, run really good. So from what I've seen, Age of Calamity only locks at 30 frames, which is a little unfortunate, but at the very least, split screen is also 30 frames. So it keeps it consistent. And again, smooth. It's better than how it was how it runs on the Switch 1. The original Hyrule Warriors, on the other hand, the definitive edition, that one is 60 frames locked, which I didn't notice. I thought it was always 60, but it turns out it was running on 50 or close to 60, but roughly around 50. As for Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, apparently that one is running at 60. So I guess the Switch 1 was really holding back. Koei Tecmo literally had a 60 FPS Fire Emblem Warriors game, but the Switch 1 was just holding them back. Unfortunately, the first Fire Emblem Warriors does not have any kind of optimization, because the game already has a setting in the game where you can prioritize graphics or performance. But that remains to be seen. I haven't seen like a full test on that one. So I guess it should be safe to say that Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment could be at 30 frames or maybe even higher. But at the very least, at least it's better than anything below 20 or below 30. So, Nintendo Muso Warriors games has a good future ahead of them.
Have a good trip, 47.
Oh, and apparently I just learned Smash Brothers was never always 60 frames. It's 60 for the most part, but the one match where the frames really drop is 8-player Smash Ice Climbers. But now on Switch 2, you know, there's no frame drops when 16 Ice Climbers are duking it out on each other.
You know what to do.
I've been lied to. I thought it was always 60 frames. Sakurai, how could you? Or no, sorry, Bandai Namco, how could you? It's only one target? Let's see if I can do this. Hang on. If he stays there. Is he still there? He's still there. It's a long shot. And the reticule says otherwise. It's a high caliber, dude. How do you survive that?
Excellent work.
Alright, time to get out.
You've spread fear to the Syndicate.
Oh no, before that, I need to pacify 3 guards.
Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
And I better hurry because they're coming down.
What's the status? Security set up just by the...
What the hell is the bare knuckle box?
Shit. Still no answer.
Okay. Can only get 2 here.
Jeez. Don't let him get away.
And then the last one. Surprise! My last parting gift to you, chef.
Good work back there. The Syndicate took a serious blow, but there is still much work to get done. Recuperate and prepare for your next assignment.
Italy. I didn't even need to bring my shuriken. It was only one target. Let's see. SMG, Dart, Sedative. Take my SMG.
Welcome to Sapienza. Syndicate members are currently in the area. Find them and take them down. However, this is no walk in the park. They are on high alert, so you need to be careful. Godspeed, 47.
Hello, mademoiselle.
I don't know you. Who are you? Sorry, but he's being a real dick. Stop.
Stop. Ah!
Well done, 47. This will surely
Run! They will never catch me.
Making trouble. Must be high on drugs.
Must be high on drugs. You have no proof, officer. Mansion security? Huh. Actually, do I need that? Not yet, at least. Where is that person? Ugh, I knew I should have brought my sniper rifle. Now I gotta snip with a pistol. Yeah, I enjoyed that last cigarette.
excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the syndicate.
Actually, no. I'm gonna be shooting down some bodyguards anyways. I would love to play this in VR. Just to see what it's like. Before, it was only a Steam exclusive for the VR. But of course, yeah, knowing that Sony has their own VR tech, IO Interactive decided to go heads on with Sony's VR tech, and they managed to make the game playable for both.
Hey, you! You can't be here! Whoa, 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 whoa! I need some backup!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Not the kind of reaction you wanna say to a chef with a SMG. How about, like, you know, restrain, like, quickly? Guess these guards were not ready on the spot for the situation. Yeah. All right. I guess more or less I want to talk about this. So, during the Xbox showcase,
Good work back there. The syndicate
Microsoft officially has revealed their own dedicated portable gaming device.
You've done well.
What's it called? The Xbox ROG Ally.
Leader's current whereabouts.
So, first off, let me give them some positives. So first off, hey, congrats to Microsoft. They've now officially made their own dedicated portable gaming. And I mean, the timing is more or less pretty much righteous, considering that there's a couple of portable gaming tablets of the same style, like Valve's Steam Deck, and even what's that brand? What's it called? Republic Games has their own kind of like Steam Deck model of a portable device. PC games on the go. And that's about it. That's the only praise I can give Microsoft to. Because here is where I can confidently say it's not worth the money. It's not even worth it. Now, don't get me wrong. Microsoft had done something that they should have done years ago. Better late than never, I guess, but they were really late on the party on this. If they had done this when the DS and the PSP came out, the competition would have been really good. Like Microsoft getting on the same boat as Nintendo and Sony, and considering how Nintendo and Sony have been going back and forth on the whole portable gaming, yeah, the competition is what kept both those portable devices going until Sony gave up after the Vita. If Microsoft was there, they would have competed with Nintendo after Sony would drop threw in the white towel there. But because the Vita failed and the 3DS succeeded, there was no competition afterwards. And now look at them. Nintendo no longer makes 3DS games. They stopped making them. And now Nintendo decided to just take their portable market into the home console, which now we have the Switch 1 and 2. So for Microsoft to make their own dedicated branded portable device, again, okay, you know what? I'll just say it up front why this would not work and why the timing is not so it doesn't favor Microsoft. I want to know if it supports Steam. So that's the thing. And this is just my opinion. So you don't have to agree with me. I don't want to bother arguing back because my opinions don't really matter unless Microsoft asks me directly. So in this case, don't take it for granted. This is just my opinion, and I apologize in advance if I hurt anyone's feelings on this. If you want to get the ROG Ally, that's up to you. It's your wallet, your choice. Don't listen to my bullshit. But I'm just gonna say this outright. So even if the ROG does have a way to connect to Steam, then that's good. Then that's kind of convenient. That means you could just buy games off of Steam and just play it from there. Is there a price actually? You know what? Hold on. Before I get into my tangent, what's the price on the thing? Is there a price tag? ROG Ally price. I think there was a price, right? Comes out this holiday. No, it doesn't seem like there's just predictions here and there. Oh, okay. It's like, well, according to the net, the rough estimates are between $900 to $1,000, and that's and the $1,000 model has at least 2 terabytes worth of memory space. Now compare that to the Steam Deck. They don't. The memory wise, it doesn't come close. They do have an OLED model though. Let me see. What's the Steam Deck? How much does a Steam Deck go for these days? Oh, okay. Well, no, there is a 1 terabyte model, and it's kind of like close to $1,000. The lowest is 500 for 256 gigabytes with just LCD. LCD. So 256 gigs, that's not too bad. I mean, depending on what kind of games you're installing, like Cyberpunk or anything higher than that. Or Call of Duty for that matter, that's like 150 gigs. Thanks, Activision. Excuse me. Okay, so with the prices aside, here's why I think some folks might be better off with the Steam Deck instead of the ROG Ally. And why the prices matter. So the idea of Microsoft having their own portable gaming device is just so that they can, you saw it from the showcase, play anywhere, anytime. That was their motto. That whole motto was to just remind people that, hey, we now with the ROG coming out this holiday season, you can now take your Xbox games on the go. On one hand, that is a good thing, because if you have been buying tons of Xbox games, more than Steam games, then you're all set. That literally goes along with the motto. You can take your Xbox games on the go, and heck, if it's something, if you're able to play Xbox 360 games that way, then hey, it's all good. I'm sure there's maybe a couple of 360 games that are not on Steam, but you can correct me on that one. However, for the average gamer, this is where the line gets drawn, why people will not buy the ROG. Steam was already ahead of its time. It was already ahead of that competition. On top of that, most of Microsoft's exclusives are already on Steam. The Master Chief Collection, Killer Instinct, and I'm pretty sure Forza Horizon and Gears of War. And more to come, right? Because there is Xbox PC Game Pass, which should be compatible to Steam, I'm sure. So even without the Xbox ROG being a thing, people already had access to Xbox exclusives right off the bat off of Steam. And with the Steam Deck, you already had access to all of those games, even the Xbox so-called exclusives. Now, I don't know if, I do know that on Steam, I checked it out on some of the Xbox games, like Master Chief Collection, if they're compatible to Steam Deck. They are. It does indicate that games like Master Chief Collection is compatible to Steam Deck, but it does share a warning on what functions are limited, such as, like, you know, since you're playing on Steam Deck, there won't be a keyboard access, because, you know, the game, you're playing Master Chief Collection off of Steam, which is PC dedicated, right? But Steam Deck doesn't have a keyboard and some other controller functionality. But other than that, no, you're pretty much good and set and go. You can play Master Chief Collection on the Steam Deck. So people most likely have already done that. But now with the Xbox ROG, is there a point to getting that when you already have Master Chief Collection on your Xbox and on your Steam Deck? On one hand, maybe somebody will definitely buy the Xbox ROG as like a collectible, a memorabilia for the history of Xbox, so that the future generations will know, hey, yeah, Microsoft joined the portable gaming pretty late. But on the other hand, why would you buy an Xbox ROG when you already have a Steam Deck? Or even a portable laptop, gaming laptop? You're all... And here is my personal gripe with this whole thing. You're not you're not buying the tablet just to play Master Chief Collection on the ROG. You're buying a tablet, a gaming tablet by the brand. So whether it's so here it's sorry, let me try to rephrase that. So you have the Steam Deck and the ROG at this point, right? It's literally two of the same products. But yes, ROG, as we know, runs with I think it's like the AMD drive or something like that, graphics card or something. I don't know what the Steam Deck has. The price ranges are different for sure because Steam Deck, there's like 3 different model varieties. With plus, it also comes with their own built-in internal storage memory, and it comes like different variety. The only people who will most likely buy a ROG are Xbox fans, for sure. But in that sense, those Xbox fans would only be buying the product based on the brand. Like, no, think about it. Xbox fans could just get the Steam Deck if they want to play Master Chief Collection on the go. But most likely they don't want to at this point. They just want to buy the Xbox ROG. Why? Because that's a buyer's opinion. And that just goes to show that people would buy anything based on the brand. Like if I try to convince somebody, hey, you could just, the Steam Deck exists. You can just buy Master Chief Collection and play it on that. Why wait until holiday for the Xbox ROG? And if they talk back to me and say, no, I just like the Xbox ROG because it's Microsoft brand, and I don't like Valve, I don't like the Steam Deck, but I like the ROG. If that's their if that was their argument, then that's an example of a consumer only buying the product based on the brand. In the simplest term, that's like a consumer choosing McDonald's over Burger King. They're both burgers. Sure, different sizes of burgers, but that person most likely wants a McDonald's Big Mac because that person likes McDonald's but doesn't like Burger King. Biased. And that person would just buy a McDonald's because it's the brand that speaks for itself. It's part of competition as well. For the average consumer, you have 2, 3, 5 of the same products, but they're most that one consumer will always go for the one that they mostly recognize, or something that is currently trending, or a company that is considered number 1 in the world. Or better yet, maybe if you're that kind of specific consumer, you would most likely base it off of like data or resources or feedback or people's comments on YouTube or TikTok, whatever, like product reviews, like on Amazon. So that's just my personal take on the ROG. It's fine that it exists, but we already have a device that does that. If somebody's going to go out of their way to say they want to buy the ROG just to play Master Chief Collection on the go, again, just remind them, we already had that for many years at this point with the Steam Deck. That person could have done that many years ago. But if he says he doesn't like the Steam Deck and wants to buy the ROG, again, that, I'm telling you, just means that person is buying just for the brand because he's a Microsoft fan, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, again, don't go against that person's preference, their opinion, okay? If they choose to buy a Microsoft product over Valve, let them spend the money how they want to, okay? But sure, if you want to step in, go ahead, but expect Twitter fume. you know, the Twitter freaks where you and the other guy are back and forth talking. Threads of replies. Don't even waste your time with that. No, don't even do that. I know I won't. So yeah, once again, I apologize if I hurt anybody's feelings on that. Again, it's up to you. If you think you want to buy the ROG, go ahead. But if you don't want to, hey, I'm not your bank teller. I'm not your wallet. I'm not your conscience. You guys, it's your own money, your own life. You get to decide. You decide your own fate. You decide what games, product you want to buy. You decide what you want. Pringles, Lay's, Ruffles, Coke, Pepsi, whatever. My dad had a Steam Deck. I didn't know which one it was. There are a few games I want to try on Steam. Oh, speaking of trying some games on Steam. Steam Next Fest. I think I already mentioned it, but I'm just going to say it anyways. Steam Next Fest is ongoing. There's a couple of game demos you can try out, so go check it out while you can. Because after the fest is over, those demos are going to be delisted. And I think you can no longer play those. Even if you have them downloaded and installed, it won't be playable afterwards. They don't want you having all the fun. Too much fun. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of curious about the Steam Deck, but considering the price, yeah, no thank you. I think I'm good. I'd rather play PC games on my laptop, personally. But maybe, I don't know, one day. Just not anytime soon.
Have a good trip, Mortimer.
At least the Xbox ROG, actually another thing I can give credit, it has a controller grip. Steam Deck, as far as I know, doesn't have one.
Welcome to Miami. It's time to put an end to them. The leader is currently operating in the area. However, we have very little intel on their identity. As to why they are here, well, we know this. They are participating in a handover. As for the description, we know that
Sorry, I just saw a Twitter.
they are wearing glasses. They are
Just
wearing
saw like a Twitter meme,
As for
a video.
we know that
You know that video meme image of the car with the sign that says "Don't worry, the dog has air, water inside, AC is on." Except instead of a dog, there's a person inside, sleeping. No, not you, not you, not you. I said not you.
So, I'm gonna run over and play around with the pyrotechnics for the podium ceremony. What?
Speaking of TikTok or memes, I did see. I was always curious. Like the YouTube algorithm keeps recommending me this thing, this series called Daily Dose of Internet.
Over at the hotel.
Yeah, off to the right.
And yeah, curiosity got the better of me, so I finally took a look at those. Yeah, amazing footages of stuff happening. Especially the animal themed ones.
Oh god. Oh, I feel awful. I need to go to the bathroom. Like right now.
Other way, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
What with all the
syringe it.
There's another.
How's it going?
You should probably have someone look at you. That looks pretty serious. You don't look.
Let's see. Shoot in the bum.
Oh god! I'm getting hit here! Back off!
All right, nope, it's not her. But she is in the group that I'm looking for.
I hear she's fun to be around.
Oh, she's a possible suspect, but we'll see. I need to call it in.
Can you do me a favor? Oh, my head.
Not that many public washrooms has a plunger. Or is that a brush thingamajig? Oh no, it's her. Second lady. All I need to do is scare her to make her escape, sedate her, and then neck. I just realized that this is a unisex toilet. Well, the men better clean it up, man. You know how much they make a mess when they spray all over.
Did I just...
No, you didn't see anything. Where? Sedate.
No, don't shoot me!
Target is trying to escape.
State. Oh, there we go. Why does the ragdoll just bounce all over the place?
Good job, Fortis. You eliminated the leader. Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
I've called for assistance, but for now I need you to stay.
Hey, Flamingo man, I got a present for you.
Go over there, but you look pretty tough. Please.
Oh yeah, I am tough. Hey lady, I got a present for you.
Hey, you're not allowed here. Who are you? What do you think
You're not allowed in here, ma'am. I think you have better you have other things to worry about. That poor lady never catches a break every time I come here. I knock her lights out. I break her neck. I drag her into the elevator shaft. Sometimes I throw something at her. At one time she even she flipped me off. Just before getting smacked by a suitcase. F you!
Well done,
It's like she's solely aware how much she's dealing with all the shenanigans. She's fully aware that I'm always smacking her over and over.
Good job, 47. You eliminated the Syndicate.
Oh, it was about time Sonic and Hatsune Miku collaborated. Although technically they have, where Hatsune Miku was wearing a Sonic hoodie. But now, they can physically duke it out on each other in a racing game. I'm sure some kitties would not know who she is. But I'd be happy to hear if some youngsters today be like, hey, I know her. She's Hatsune Miku, the popular virtual idol. Virtual star. She's practically everywhere. And she really is. Hatsune Miku is everywhere. Video games, manga, comic books, figurines, merchandise. Everywhere. And yes, even 18 plus content such as Dojin comics. Don't even bother looking at one.
I'll be in touch when you reach your destination.
Well, yeah, Hatsune Miku is anything you want her to be, practically. I remember seeing a YouTube comment saying, somebody saying that, like Hatsune Miku is can be anything, can be anyone.
Is currently
You,
operating
there's no limitations.
and eliminate. Don't disappoint, 47. Good luck.
Sorry, how many? 2. There's one there, and somebody by the old tree. One Mississippi. No. 2 Mississippi.
You do it. Seriously, I'll pay you.
Me? You're the master of ceremony.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright.
Aha! Hello! It's gonna be nearly impossible for me to do the kill only targets if a single guard gets a whiff of my actions. Just blend in. Just pretend you work here.
It's a joke. How can we work without inspection gloves? I've told management so many times.
Cornelia, you made it. Zoe! I've been looking for you. Or should I say, Madam Chairwoman?
Don't make me feel old.
Nonsense. You and Sophia are the most exciting people I know. Speaking
Oh,
of,
come on, man. No time for breaks. Get your ass up and help us out here.
Lost her taste for it or something. This place is all she cares about now. Oh no. I get restless
Is this thing lethal?
you're not getting
No, it's non-lethal.
hurt.
How is something this pointy non-lethal?
Bit of self-pampering never hurt anybody.
This could kill somebody.
Think about that while I go toss myself.
Except for the bottom part, I guess.
You'll never change.
It's just the left side is not. I can poke somebody's eye, or possibly skewer right through the head.
You make one mistake and they turn to dust in your hands.
You know, I don't understand. I ordered inspection gloves about a month ago, and we're still out. How are we supposed to handle the scrolls? Jeez! Hey, what?
Oh shoot! Sorry, no.
You've spread
Now to get up there. I'm allowed here? Okay, good. I'm a custodian.
Of course he needs to go.
Oh shoot.
For real? This time?
That second target is no longer in the garden here of the old tree. Oh no, yeah, you're coming down.
Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Oh.
Watch your step.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47. Head back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
Alright, time to get out. No. Going through the elevator shaft.
Looking tremendous today.
Ah, excuse me.
Run the Ark Society.
Arc.
Hang on.
Get it? Bet they stayed up all night for that one.
Bye bye. Enjoy the toilet. Oh yeah, Game Freak is making their own game here. Beast of Reincarnation. The last time Game Freak tried to make a fresh new IP, it was like some game called Townsfolk or something. Yeah, that didn't kick off well. The only game that Game Freak was successful outside of Nintendo was Tambo the Badass Elephant. Some kind of Rambo knockoff 2D platform with an elephant. Yeah, somehow that game got plenty of positive reception. And then there was another game, I think it's on Switch, called Giga something. No, I don't remember. It was like a puzzle 2D platformer. But yeah, now they're going full 3D. I guess somehow they got the budget. But don't be mistaken, Game Freak, they're just the game developer company. They're not affiliated with Nintendo or the Pokemon company. They're just like a completely third-party contract game developer. They're not part of Nintendo. And I'm sure some people are still like confused by that. Sometimes even me, like at an instant, whenever I see Game Freak, when I think of Game Freak, I think, oh, they're part of Nintendo. Just like when they revealed Beast of Reincarnation, I was like, huh, Game Freak. Oh yeah, right, they're third party. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. But let's not get our high hopes there because, yeah, again, their Game Freak's last game was not that great. But hey, good to see that they're tackling on a Souls-like game, even though we already have plenty of those. But I mean, I guess people are not bored of it, like how Call of Duty fans are not bored of it. Okay, well, fine. To be fair, that Call of Duty is its own franchise. It is its own thing. Rather, I should be saying, our first-person shooters getting bored of FPS. Nah, of course not. That's like asking a FIFA fan, are you ever bored of playing the same sports every year? Same FIFA game? Of course not. Although FIFA, the EA lost the license to FIFA, so what's it called now? Football League or something? And yeah, at least those games did not get any better. Because now there's microtransactions and gambling. So much so that kids in Europe are spending $10,000 every, I don't want to know how much every week, every month. Even stealing parents' credit cards for the sake of their satisfaction.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
You can complain Genshin taking your money, but at least it was free to play at the start, whereas FIFA is not. You pay $100 for a full game, but then they tell you, oh, sorry, it's multiplayer's pay to win, so spend money if you wanna win. Even 2K games. Sheesh. And yeah, even Sony themselves, they're guilty with Gran Turismo.
I'm really sorry, but
Apparently they have this stupid ass bundle of a sort where something regarding about career mode, I don't know the exact detail, but if you want to get the full experience point. I don't know what it is. You have to pay $200. Right. Who wants that? Meanwhile, past Gran Turismo games, you just had to unlock things by default, you know, through sheer hard work. Oh yeah, not to mention you have to pay $100 just to buy the game. So yeah, you know, I bet I bet the people who bought the game, I bet they don't feel any guilt. Maybe they're just streamers with thousands of dollars, but even if I had that kind of money, no thank you. Oh, sorry. You're finally going on.
God, not again. I'm so tired of this.
Turn off. Ma'am, you are making a transaction. Too bad. Your bank account is closed.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47.
Can I get in through the window? Oh, damn. That's some perfect accuracy. Accurate shots.
Please, someone help me.
If there's a gap, you can shoot through it. I guess. Oh yeah, where is the vault? Oh. Wait, no. What is that? Oh, shoot. That's gonna be... I'm gonna need a security outfit for that. What? What do you mean the janitors can't come up here? What if somebody makes a mess in the toilet? Is the security guards going to do it? Are they gonna clean it?
Whoa there, buddy. Jesus H. Christ. Stop the chokehold. Oh, my...
Who are you? No, he's not gonna come to the washroom. I'm gonna have to make him then.
Oh, this isn't good. Oh, I don't think...
And then comes the fiber wire kill. Aha!
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate. Return to the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
Excuse me. What distraction? I turned off the radio, didn't I? Oh shoot! I didn't bring the breach bomb. It silently explodes. Uh-oh. You know what this means? I'm gonna go loud.
Why can't I find it? Stupid.
But I'm gonna need a fire extinguisher.
Say,
Oh, sorry.
aren't you Ruby Red, the investigative reporter?
I finally bought the DLC for this game that had the 2 locations I didn't get. Play through the campaigns, and it felt good.
I know it's futile.
At least I bought it on a discount when it was on sale on Xbox, so... Oh yeah, plus I also bought Dead or Alive 4. And holy shit, man. Man, the character models in Dead or Alive 4, they look like Barbie dolls. And to think that back in the day, people called that revolutionary. And yeah, the game is pretty hard. There's no easy mode. Just normal, hard, and very hard. Arcade. But it had pretty much the classics. Unlockable characters. You had to play through arcade mode, time attack mode. Old school style, man. I love it.
Best of luck.
Alright, I need you to get over here. Alright, it's gonna get loud. I'm gonna make things go boom boom. Because the vault is right here. Like, oh shit! People, chill, relax. It's just a fire extinguisher. What time is it now? Holy smokes, it's already 5? I swear, just a few hours ago it was like 12 noon. But yeah, from here on out I'll be streaming on YouTube. Cause Twitch lately hasn't been really friendly these days. Especially against VTubers. Apparently they have a very biased opinion against VTubers to the point where they make up some bull crap excuse and ban them or suspend them, and it's like, okay, the VTuber does this, but and they're not, and it's not okay with you. But when real life people do what VTubers are doing, they're okay with it. Which again goes to show that how biased Twitch is. And it's contradictory too, because they just had a TwitchCon. They had TwitchCon, and guess what? They had VTuber guests. So somebody within Twitch is trying to do some damages within. Also, where am I going? Italy. I think I'll do hide and seek. Oh, the Twitch drop? Yeah, I don't know anything about that or how to link it up. Because I never bothered doing the linking accounts to Twitch or getting any of the Twitch drops. You might have to look up online or somebody else that you may know who does that. I don't know. Because yeah, I have never done a Twitch drop redemption. Redeemed anything from Twitch drop. Sorry.
Syndicate members are currently in the area. Track them down and do what you do best. Don't disappoint, 47. Good luck.
So I forced to delete my Hoyoverse account from ZZZ and start from the ground up again, and fix the problem. Oh man, I hope your first account didn't have a character that you wanted, and you had to like. You still got the free character choice, right? For the anniversary gifts. Although then again, I imagine since you would be considered as a new player, you would still get that benefit, right? But yeah, I don't know anything much about the how to redeem stuff from Twitch drops and connect accounts. And for good reason, because, yeah, exactly that. I'm not a fan of doing those technical stuff like linking accounts. Oh, Father Priest, forgive me. I can shoot through that?
Need help here!
Oh wait, no. Okay, scaring him.
Oh, thank God. I need some help, please. What?
Sir, hey, I was just kidding.
This will surely be a blow to the syndicate.
Yeah, I fixed it. Oh shoot, I need to hide. Does hiding in the thing count? Hopefully you don't run into any more problems. Oh shoot. Can't hide there. Freeze!
Hello there.
Did you have any problems doing the same thing with Genshin? Because I know Genshin also does Twitch drops as well.
Armando Perez? Is that really you?
Hey, back off. My husband is gonna kick your ass.
Your husband's gonna kick my ass? I dare he try! Plus, you're the one who came up to me, ma'am, so you're the one occupying my space. Alright, hang on. I just need to knock his lights out because he has the key card.
I got eyes on him right there.
I didn't do it!
Security, drop the sidearm. You understand?
Hey, hold there. Don't look for a head permanent.
You can kill somebody doing that, you know?
You can kill somebody with that! Bye-bye! And there was some random lady behind me.
Can anyone please help me? I need help here.
Is that scientist guy still there? What the heck? Oh, I need to reset the timer.
You got cash? I might have something to sell.
But yeah, after this, after I'm done here, I'll call it a day. It just looks stupid that people are getting knocked out by a can of expired spaghetti sauce. No, my game crashed. No, I don't count that. Xbox, stop dying on me. Recently, I was checking out on Switch 2 availabilities in my local area. Apparently, one store has only one. But I'm sure by now it's already sold out. And I'm surprised that it was in a downtown area, and I'm like, no way. Downtown city game stores, everything is always sold out there. What do you mean there's only one? That's bullshit. Unless somebody's keeping it to themselves. All right, good. That didn't count. Oh no, I need a sniper rifle. But this time, I should bring a hacking card. So I can just go into that building without causing a fuss like before. But before that, before yesterday, the first time I looked it up, there were 3 available at a Best Buy. And then, yeah, they're gone. I was thinking to myself, if I were to get a Switch 2 soon, I would rather get the standalone console rather than the one that comes with Mario Kart. Because, first of all, the Mario Kart World, it's a digital code. I would rather get a physical copy. But the problem with that is, if I were to buy the game and the console separately, it would cost a whole lot more for sure. But I would rather do that. Plus, I'm in no hurry for either the console or the or Mario Kart. If anything, if I have a Switch 2, I would rather replay the games that I currently have, Switch 1, and play those like Fire Emblem 3 Houses or Three Hopes, but you know, with better performance. Plus, technically speaking, I haven't even finished that game. I haven't done I've done 3 routes, but I haven't done the one where you have to kill Byleth. Just for the sake of one mission that I haven't unlocked yet.
Whoa! I got a situation!
He was literally 3 feet in front of me, and I somehow missed. Not only that, there are some Switch 1 games that have come out recently that I'm sure would be better optimized on the Switch 2. What's that game called? It's one that I was kind of like looking forward to. It's already out. Ruin Factory, the newest Ruin Factory. I still need to get the guy that's upstairs.
Cash? I might have something to sell.
Not the best time to have a bald spot, sir. They're so tense that they don't want to move.
Reporting in. Someone's causing trouble.
What? You see something?
Trespassers! What the?
Trespasser, you don't talk to the priest like that. Oh, of course, you're inside. Oh, wait, no, never mind. May God punish you forever. Or punish you and then refuse to give you entry to the gate, and then you get sent to hell. Reset the timer. Where is the next one? In the observatory. I shall still go dressed as the priest. Hey, Luigi. Bye, Luigi. There's a in-game achievement just to knock out people as a plumber, but you have to be unnoticed. And they even specify specifically a red or green plumber outfit. And since Sapienza is in Italy, yeah, ha ha ha, it's a Mario and Luigi reference.
You heard that? Go see what it was. I don't like surprises.
Hello.
Got it. Hey, Mr.
Yeah, no, I don't want you coming up here and checking it out. Oh, good, he's down here. Still have to take out a target with a sniper rifle. Plus 3 guards.
Syndicate member eliminated. Done. Return to the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
Huh? Where do the guards go? Oh well, I guess you'll do. I am now head chef. She looks fine. She looks like she's just sleeping. In reality, you couldn't even tell the difference.
Okay, let's.
On your marks, get set. Oh, excuse me. Honkai's Phase 2 banners are gonna go live, and it's about time too, because I have a bunch of Stellar Jades that need
Excellent work back
to be gotcha'd.
Let me know when you're ready to continue. I'll be waiting.
And then the next day, Wednesday, the day after that, Stellar Blade DLC. I'm excited. But I'm hoping the costumes are not too difficult to unlock. Alright, so yep, that'll be it for today. So like I said, I'll be streaming on YouTube from here on out. Don't know for how long, but yeah. Just letting you know. I'm using one of my existing channels and turning it into a streaming channel now. So, yeah. Let's see. Now that the heavy stuff is, well, Summer Game Fest is still happening. But for the majority, yeah, I think we pretty much gotten through most of the fun, eventful stuff. All right, I didn't even mention it. Yeah, Genshin had their special program last week. Yeah, that was like another thing added into the weekend events, series of fortunate events. So, yeah, we're back to the traveler's side of the story. And what a trailer. It's just heartbreaking. The siblings, the twins, just can't get their happy reunion. And what's even more sad is that the previous chapter, they had a moment together. No violence, no conflict. Only because by the end of it, in that dream world, they would forget they would forget they even had that conversation. So now it's back to business of trying to understand and conflict, and yeah. And it looks like it's happening in Natlan, considering that it's the closest area to the abyss. Plus, we also get to see some new models of the FOD2 agents. Apparently, some kind of like new group, specialized group or something. I don't know. Like a Spec Ops group, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Looking forward to that too. And the newest character, Skirk, who will most likely play a role there. Although, not sure what she's gonna do from here on out afterwards, but it's gonna be interesting to see what her part of the story is all about. And let's see. I think I have a good number of Primo Gems. Just maybe barely enough for 2 guarantees in case I lose a 50-50. But that's fine, because just like with every other Genshin update, you know, you have the whatchamacallit. You have the compensation, the update, and then events. Tons of events. Especially now. And since we just had the special program last week, Friday, I mean, I think it comes out on the 18th. But let me check the date. When does Genshin 5.7, I think? I think it's 7. 5.7 releases on June 18. Or for the Pacific Eastern Time, we are June 17, 11 p.m. So literally next week. We don't have to wait too long. Oh boy, more emotions, more tears, more Hoyoverse story material that will tear your heart out. And, well, and with some excitement. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think I need to look back on the special program. Because I barely remember what was shown there, aside of the trailer and Skirk. Oh, sorry. Because I do know that there's like some new optimizations I heard, but that was like rumored based. So I need to see and hear from the officials if that is true. Like now you can actually, they finally made a dedicated custom loadout that you can save. So if you have a character that has like two artifact sets that you have for them, now you can swap between them on the fly. Just like how you would swap between 4 party members, presets and such. Yeah, it took them 4.5 years, but again, I need to see if it's true. But I'm just saying, if it's true, yeah, 4.5 years to make that happen. And yet Honkai and ZZZ doesn't even have those yet. You'd think that Honkai would get that first, being the favorite child from Hoyoverse, but not yet. Let's see. And I think that's it, right? That's all I need to say. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Today is Monday, right? Yeah, so somehow it feels like a Tuesday. Or maybe that's just me wanting it to be Tuesday because of the Stellar Blade DLC. But yeah, once again, next time I stream, it's all happening here on YouTube. And the best part, personally, I have to say. I get to finally customize. I get to customize some thumbnails. I haven't done those in a long time. So that's something I have to get used to doing as well. But that's okay because I draw anyways. So and do a little photoshopping, I guess. But yeah. Thumbnail making, yay! Alright, so with that, I will then see you guys in the next stream. You folks have a good day and a good night. See ya, folks!